The votes have been counted. Mpo Wabadimu, you are safe from eviction.
You are safe. You may sit down. Acacia, you have been evicted. You have 30 seconds to say goodbye. Leave the Big Brother house.
Who else was as surprised as I was that Zeno didn't go home? So is Zeno more entertaining than Acacia? Like, what really happened? South Africans. Hey! Okay, so the third evicted housemates from the Bbmzansi mansion is Acacia. Acacia is finally out of the Okay, I'm kind of trying to adjust to understanding this Bbmzansi show more. And of course, I'm trying to also understand the big dynamics and the difference and the shifts between the Bbmzansi and the Big Brother Naija. Guys, I see a lot of difference. Just the same way, in the same limelight that Dinky Bliss left the show is actually the same limelight at which Acacia has just bowed out of the show. Guys, you're welcome to the third live eviction of the Bbmzansi show. I'm talking about it. My name is Juiche and you're welcome to Personality Highlights. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Do subscribe to this channel by clicking on the red subscribe button right now, so you could be a part of this community and of course join the conversations on the Big Brother show, guys. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications, as this will help you get alerts of my video every time I share new content. With that said, let's get into the gist. So guys, it's been a hot mess in that house. I'm not gonna lie, there's been so much drama in the house. There's been so much drama. But guys, literally one of the biggest shockers for me this evening was actually seeing that Zeno was safe and Acacia left the show. And guys, there was a spill from Acacia that made me think about it, like, hey, what's happening here? You guys, when Dinky was in the house, we never knew Dinky was married until she left the house, and then she said she was married. And now again, Acacia, we didn't know Acacia had a bit, like, okay, I don't know if she said that in her story. Did I listen to that? Maybe it's my fault, but I never knew she had a baby. And her talking about being excited to see her daughter, I'm like, oh my gosh, she has a baby and she has such a gorgeous body. I don't know, but I think I like the way the Big Brother housemates have been playing this game. I think I like the way they play the game of separating their personal life, you know, and then getting into the show properly. But it was quite sad to see Acacia leave. Like, I would have loved to see more of her drama. But guys, it looks like the Big Brother South Africans don't want toxic people in the house, because seriously, Acacia had a lot of negative vibes that was making them have a lot of fights in that house. So I think a lot of people didn't really like Acacia. Maybe that was why she left the show. But that's that. I'm so happy. One of the persons I'm happy that didn't leave the show was Vino and Tabio. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to see them stay in the show, and I'm so grateful that they're in the show. Oh, that name, pronouncing that name is so hard. So when Lawrence got in, the 5 housemates stood up. The first person that was safe was Mpo. And then guys, I don't know what Lawrence has actually learned from Ebuka how to kill us with suspense. The suspense was wild. It was really wild and very loud, silently loud. So guys, Lawrence came back, and you know, the next thing was, Zeno, you're safe. And I'm like, Zeno. I don't know, was it South Africans that came through for Zeno, or was it Nigerians in South Africa that came through for Zeno? Because that was a shock. I was like, hey. But you know, guys, we didn't really know if it was going to be a double eviction or a single eviction, though it eventually ended up being a single eviction, because after Zeno was saved, Acacia was the third person that was called, and we heard, oh my god, Acacia, you have to go. And guys, after that, Ntabil, yeah, what was called? Okay, Ntabil was called, and she said she was safe, and I was like, Ntabil, how? Like, I was like, hey, this babe's vibe is actually saving her. And then guys, the last 2 people that were called were Vino and Temba. And my energy was like, you know, when Zeno was safe, I was like, hey, is Temba going to? I knew Temba was not going to leave, but I was like, hey, is Vino going to leave? Because I really want to see more action. I know Vino has some content he's yet to unleash in the house. But guys, before I continue with anything, I'd just like to show you something. Let's see how people voted for the last 3 bottom housemates that were up for eviction. So guys, just take a sneak peek. Now, looking at this chart, guys, you can clearly see Acacia at 2 point something, and it's like, hey, it looks like people didn't really vote for Acacia at all. Zeno was the next, but Ntabio was actually at the top of the last 3, and I'm like, hey, baby girl got content. She got content. I don't know if it's her sticking with Femba that is her content, but I think I like this friendship she's having with Bo. And you know, I can't wait to hear her be a part of the gossip. Let me see her own side of the conversations when it's time to actually share. Guys, but I'm literally very excited about the eviction. I'm very happy that just one person left. Though I would have loved to have Acacia, but hey, the show is still running. Now, guys, a lot of other things happened during the day, guys. Talking about the ships, talking about the diary section. Before all this, there were so many gossips in the house. I don't know where to start with this gossip. The gossips are getting lengthier. Now, but one of the interesting things I'm looking forward to see in week 4 is to see if Norman, guys, there was even something that happened last night. I mean, Norman was so drunk that he peed on his bed. Hey, I'm just praying that Norman does not spill this gist, this gossip between him and Yoli. Because if he does, hey, I know there's going to be fire in the mountain in that house. As in, I'm looking at the show and I'm like, okay. But anyways, I'm looking at the house. The vibe in the house is going to change. There's going to be more positive energy with Acacia out. You know, Yoli, BU and Venice, relationship now will go. I mean, I'm very sure Venice would actually like relax and love her man and just be herself in the show. I mean, I'm just here thinking, Acacia, didn't she think that if she left the show that she would still have the opportunity to give them more time to deal with her? I don't know, but I'm so angry that Acacia allowed Man Mata to take out of the show, because literally, guys, I mean, when Lawrence was even talking to her, she was like, hey, she felt a connection with BU, but BU was busy chasing everybody in the house. I'm like, hey, girlfriend, you have not even learned from these guys, Don't go out and be doing like this out there, because these guys can be something else. But guys, it was really, the eviction was quite interesting. Talking about the triangles, the love circles. One of the people that I'm looking out to see, in fact, the two people that I'm suspecting in that house that has a very strategic game in that house right now is Yuli and Gashwan. And why I'm bringing Yuli into the game is because I know she has been very close to Gashwan lately. They've been having late night conversations and gossips. They've been manipulating and strategizing. They've been talking about the Big Brother show and camera and stuff like that. And I'm like, anything they are doing now, I know they're doing for the camera. But what I'm looking at now, Tato is so smart. Tato is kind of figuring Gashwan out, and we've been seeing Gashwan do a lot of interesting things, like Gashwan painting. Hey, I don't know, but this Gashwan is just full of drama. We saw him painting Tato's nails. We saw him help her with her hair. I'm like, guy, lover boy, what's your problem? We saw Tato asking Gashwan questions like, what kind of woman do you like? And he was like, he doesn't like it. He doesn't have a type. It's just when he connects to the person, he goes. But me, in my head, I'm like, Gashwan is not into Tato anymore. He would have loved to be into Tato, but Tato is so engrossed with tools. So I am thinking in my head that Gashwan and Yoli might actually end up having a relationship in that house. I don't know, but I see a ship there. But what I'm trying to actually do is, I wish Tato could be smart enough to use Gashwan as a strategy for her game. Because I'm just thinking in here, if she can actually play along with Gashwan, like maybe use Gashwan and see if that Tools is going to get angry or become whatever. But I just feel like she should enjoy the show with Gashwan's attention. I don't know. Guys, what do you have to say about this show so far? There's so many drama going on in the house. I'm so happy. Libo and Po, I'm going to see so much things happening, guys. I'm going to see you all in the next one. For now, let's just be calming down. Thank God we still have more people in the house. I think we have 16 crazy people in the house. So it's literally going to be a lit show, guys. See you soon. I'll be back here with more updates.